as we always say, the fun's in the winning. It was good to see a team, see this team win a game. Really proud of them. Good start to kind of this restart for us, if you will. Guys, I thought did a great job these last couple weeks of buying into what they need to do. And just proud of them. I mean, super proud of how they played. We have not played much complimentary football this entire year, and that's what you saw, I mean, from the opening snap. And I think we had 4 straight 3-and-outs for -5 yards, and the offense is scoring, and just complimentary football. 2 punts, both inside the 20, one by Hoosier, one by Jack. And so just, really I'm just proud of our guys. Obviously we've not had the start that we want, and been a lot of disappointment. And for young people to be able to pick themselves up and process that and just keep doing the work, it's just it's inspiring. And I was really proud. If you watched us practice this week, you wouldn't know if we were 1-3 or 4-0. You'd have never known. You'd have never known if we were in the national championship or playing a FCS school. And I told them last night. I mean, that's what I saw all week, and that's not easy to do, especially when you've had a lot of disappointment to process in the world that they live in. So I'm really proud of them. So we just got to build some mo now. We got to try to find a way to build momentum, to develop some confidence from this, because we have not played with a lot of confidence. We haven't played with a lot of precision. And you saw us make plays today that we just hadn't been making. Some of those contested catches, we hadn't been making them. Some of those critical plays, a couple 4th downs, Cade. I mean, obviously, he woke up today and remembered, oh, I'm Cade Klubnik. And so that was nice. He was amazing. And just really proud of the guys. I mean, and then to be able to play a lot of guys. I think we played 76 guys. So, nothing makes you appreciate winning more than the pain of losing, especially when you lose a couple close games. And, so fun locker room in there. And, again, just a glimpse of what this team can be. So just gotta kind of keep doing the work. Got to earn the right to win every single week with our preparation. Obviously, we don't have a lot of room for error, but these guys, again, it was a great sign of their mindset that everybody got a chance to see today. So I'm really proud of them for that. Offensively, we had 500-plus yards the last game. We had 488 today, 399 passing. 4 touchdowns by Cade. I think Ross said that's the first. I think Mahomes is the only other player to have 4 touchdowns and a half against a Coach Belichick team. So that's pretty rare air right there. So I mean, and then obviously Antonio had a great play to start the game. Really well executed. But Cade was awesome. I mean, we were 7 yards of play, and then Cade. 91.7%, 22 of 24, and 4 touchdowns. Great day for TJ Moore. He's actually had a couple good games in a row. He's kind of getting going and finding his rhythm. Adam Randall has been a bright spot all year. I mean, he's a great story, man. And you saw what he could do today. I mean, a big-time factor in the passing game today. 73 yards receiving, a couple touchdowns, and He's the first guy since Etienne to have a touchdown in the first 5 games. So he's been a bright spot, and he's been a consistent guy. Wesco had 22 yards a catch. Baby Gronk, 87, had a couple of touchdowns. Good to see him make a couple plays, and just fun to play a lot of guys. I mean, really, we played 3 quarterbacks. It was good to be able to get CV in there. Thought he had a good drive. Wish we'd have finished it. We finished with a field goal. Trent got in there, made a nice little grab. Great catch by Clark Sanderson for his first career catch. That was a heck of a little catch by him. And like to see us handle the ball right there to finish. But, a lot of guys. Keith Adams went in there and did what he does. He's downhill and did a great job defensively. And again, name of the game's points, 10 points. So really proud of that. And, had a bunch of 3-and-outs, some TFLs. 23 guys had a tackle today. And the biggest thing for me was 53 yards rushing. I was very concerned coming into this game, the way that number 35 has been running the football and the way we've been playing run defense. So that was a great response by our guys. I just thought they played like they're supposed to play, 2 of 12 on 3rd and 4th down. So again, a lot of good things from that standpoint. So, contributions from all three phases. That's what complimentary football looks like, and just really proud of the guys. So, it's been a long time. This is my 300th game, and I've only been here 3 times now. And I was telling the team, the last time I was up here 15 years ago, or the first time I was up here in 15 years ago, we left here 2-3. And I was really frustrated and disappointed and mad. And to be honest with you, probably not as mature in my faith as I needed to be at that time. And the reason I have perspective like I have now is because, I had no idea what God's plan was when I left here in 2010 at 2-3, thinking I'm probably going to be fired. I had no idea what God's plan was over the next 14 plus years. And that's why, as I sit here right now, once again at 2-3, man, I'm happy. I never thought I'd be happy to leave anywhere 2-3, but I'm happy today. But I also have a much more mature perspective of knowing that, hey, you know what? God's good all the time. And, hey, we just got to you have highs and you have lows, and football's hard. That's what Coach Belichick told me that before the game. He said, Coach, you're 5 plays away from being undefeated. He's watched a lot of tape in his day, and I appreciated his encouragement there. But, at the end of the day, we are what we are. But to see a group of guys, fight and pick themselves up and go play a great game was fun. So it's one game, but hopefully we can, again, build some confidence, build some momentum, build some morale, build some competition. A lot of guys got to go play and compete, and we got a lot of stuff on tape. I can't wait to watch the tape. And, again, I think 76 guys got in the game. So just really happy for the team, and they deserve it.
How many times did y'all rep that first play in the last 2 weeks in practice, and did it work every time?
Well, I mean, we didn't really put it in until Tuesday. So put it in on Tuesday and repped it, I don't know, 5-6 times probably.
Did it work every time?
Pretty much. We were running against the scouts. We try to script for success against the scouts, so but it did. Yeah. That's what gives you confidence to call those type of things, because you see it in practice. And Antonio's a guy you trust. He's a very veteran guy. He's a savvy guy. Things break down. You trust a guy like that to, hey, you can throw it away or whatever. And we had a check on, like if they'd have come out in some type of, cloud type of deal too deep, we had a check there. But we got the look we wanted, and it was very well executed. We just felt like on tape that their corners were incredibly reactive to plays behind the line before the ball got across the line of scrimmage. So we felt like we could manipulate that, and we did, a couple times, and we're very successful.
To be honest, we talked about it for a couple of days. I was like, first play, coach, you trust me that much? I was a little nervous, but, I ain't even had to warm up. It just come naturally. And it was my best throw of the week, came in the game. So, I'm ready for those moments.
I always say, external stuff, if it really affects you, you're just not going to be great. You're not going to be consistent, have consistency in your performance. And that's something this team's got. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. They got to learn. They've been affected. They may not admit it, but I've done this a long time. I've coached a lot of teams. And this has been a frustrating thing because, again, you have a little bit of disappointment, and you're really not that far from being on the right side of things. But, man, the noise is loud, and these kids were told how great they are, and, they ate the poison. And now all of a sudden you're just not playing well. And and that was part of the reason too. We got to free these guys up a little bit. And, I just wanted them to have a little bit of fun, and, just that's been our approach with them all week. And, our leadership is tremendous. I mean, they really have responded well, but I just felt like if they could just, taste one time what true complimentary football looks like, because we really have only had a couple of moments. We've just been pulling against each other. Offense gets going, we can't stop them. Defense shutting them down, offense is struggling, or something. And so today you saw, just what it can look like. And hopefully they can grow some confidence and some consistency from this. And it doesn't get easier. Every week is playoff football for us. We're fighting for our lives around here. That's just the way it is. We put ourselves in this situation, and going up to BC next week won't be easy. That's never an easy place to go. Always a tough-minded football team, and hopefully we can just continue to build.